Air signs, let's go ahead and do a collective message for you guys. So this is for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? You could have went through a situation here where somebody here backstabbed you, okay? There could have been some type of separation, some type of loss, some type of deception, some type of lies, some type of shocking. Something could have been shocking. Something hurtful could have been shocking. Something painful could have been shocking, okay? Somebody could have been murdered, but I'm not necessarily getting that, okay? It just looks like blood, okay? Something lost of a feminine energy, like something a feminine energy had, something a feminine energy is going through. It could be seen as a loss because pomegranates are connected to the feminine energy, okay? And it's red, it's blood, it looks like a knife is there. Yeah, I'm getting deception here. Yeah, there could have been some type of ending, some type of funeral, some type of loss here within a connection or within a feminine's life is what I'm getting. All right, it says your spirit blooms anew each time life challenges you, and no good ones. There is someone out there for you. Don't let the false beliefs make you miss out. Okay, so maybe something could have ended in a connection or a relationship with somebody, and maybe you could be in a spirit to where you feel as though like you might not find anybody, or you just sometimes like we get to that point in like connections or like love after being hurt over and over and over. We feel as though like we're better without it. Okay, it's not worth it. We don't want to be in those type of connections and everything, and that's a form of like running. Okay, because the only time you're gonna know that you're actually healed within from a relationship connection is by being in another relationship, right? Um, so I'm getting like you need to just take that. Uh, each time life challenges you, or each time you come into some type of connection that challenges you, or anything of that sort, or you experience things like endings or anything that challenges you throughout life, just to keep going, keep your faith, keep your spirit, and keep going. Okay, don't have no belief that you feel as though like there's no good men out there, there's no this, there's no that, because that's false. Okay, being cold and criticizing. Okay, hopefully you're not in this energy, air signs, but I'm getting like you could have dealt with somebody here who could have been like criticizing you. They could have been driving you away. Somebody here wasn't focusing on like the good attributes of you. Okay, so you could be somebody here, you cook, you clean, you fuck good, or whatever the case may be, but this person was focusing on the fact that when you talk, your voice is elevated type shit. That's kind of like what I'm getting. Like they would criticize you or pick the little flaws out in you. Okay, you seem unapproachable because you're too aloof. Try to be more friendly. And then maybe you could be coming off to this person like very cold. Okay, and this person is confused, don't understand. And I've run into men like that, men that think that they're good guys, or they may appear like they're good guys to us, or whatever the case may be. And like they've literally like told me situations where it's just like, I'm not beating your ass, I'm not talking down on you, I'm a provider, I give you dick. And what else did he say? He said, I'm a provider, I give you dick, and I'm not beating your ass. So I don't understand why you tripping. Basically, I should put up with anything that he does, anything that he says, his inconsistency, him not showing up for me, him not actually being there for me. He technically wasn't providing for me, but if he was, or whatever, of course, that was one of his excuses that he would use. But we should use that as he said, he made it feel as though like that is justified because I'm a provider. I will provide for you, and I give you good dick. Like why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? And sometimes for a woman it shows up more than that. It's more than just giving me good dick and being a provider. Like I could give myself good dick and be a provider. What are you talking about? I can go find somebody to give me good dick and still provide for myself. I don't need you in that aspect. I need you to treat me right and show up for me. Okay? And maybe you could have felt backstabbed in this situation, or backstabbed from this person. This person would like criticize you. Okay? Yeah. And the person I was dealing with, they would do certain things like that, like the mocking underneath the breath or whatever, calling me like a dumbass and doing this and doing that. Yeah, no. I'm showing you your wounds and things that you need to work on. Yeah. Somebody here could also not, somebody here could, a lot of the times, we as good spirits, when we go into people's lives and you know they end up doing us dirty, it's like, oh, I was showing you the parts of you that you didn't want to grow, that. Sometimes when we dealing with negative people or low vibrational people or people who do us wrong or do us dirty, they're teaching us. We had to learn a lesson. You know what I mean? Because there's always a good guy and an antagonist. So this person is being your antagonist, and it's just like, okay, bet. And then it's like, and then like the crazy part about it is like we be like, oh, I don't understand how I got into situations like this, and a lot of the times we manifest our own situation. So like if you're dealing with somebody here and like the situation went left, or this person's starting to hurt you, this person's starting to do da 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 da. If you believe heavily into manifestation and spirituality, baby, you manifest that for yourself. You manifested that for yourself. All right. That's why karma is very significant. That's why I, you know, sometimes hold on to like the Buddhist practice, because a lot of the times is about the seeds that you plant and them seeds eventually producing fruit. And when they do produce fruit, or whatever the case may be, like, what is your fruit going to show? Is it something that you can eat off of? Is it something that is going to rot in quickly, or whatever the case? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? And a lot of the times things that we do, they're always going to come back around. Like what goes around comes back around. Like a hula hoop. Karma is a bitch. Just make sure that bitch is beautiful. Okay? Life on the edge. I'm dangling my feet. I try to pay attention, but attention pays me. And today I went shopping and talking still cheap. I walked to the beat of my drum set. I was at the top for a while and I ain't jumped yet. But Ray Charles to the bullshit and I drop up on it and do a full split. Okay. We got shallow, hollow, empty, boredom. Okay, I'm getting like this person is shallow, so maybe this person would critique you in regards to like your looks. Okay, this person didn't feel like you. I'm hearing look like a baddie. Okay, somebody didn't feel like you looked it like a baddie. That's crazy. Are you a cutie patootie like me? I don't consider myself a baddie. I'm a cutie patootie. Glad I get it. Even when I put that shit on, I still be getting cutie patootie. Other people might put me in a baddie category, but I feel like I'm cutie patootie. But you could have been dealing with somebody here who's like hella shallow and who is hella hollow. I'm also getting like this person is like bored. Like all this person, like if this is somebody here that like just work and come home, like this person doesn't have any hobbies. They don't go out with their friends. This person don't do nothing. Or whatever, and then we be manifesting shit like that. And I'm getting like that could have been like the death of this connection or this situation. Somebody here was like really hollow. They was really empty and very like there was always bored. And when this person was bored, they would like sit up and criticize you. And then like you could feel like kind of like backstab. And that's like another thing with like dealing with people who is like emotionally or mentally like abusive. And then like you take time apart from being around them. You know what I mean? Or anybody who's like abusive or whatever, or treating you wrong. We go and we spend time apart from them or whatever the case may be. And like in that time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And in that time of like spending apart with them, sometimes we sit and we reminisce over like all the good things, all the positive things that happen between the connection, that we forget all the negative shit that this person did to us, all the negative shit that happened to us in this connection or whatever, how this person was talking about us, etc., etc., etc. And we don't realize it until we're back into the thick of it or whatever. And we're back dealing with this person's back in our face. That's why you can't heal from relationships when you're outside of the relationship. Because a lot of times you'll do all this healing and you'll get back into the relationship, whether with this person or you call yourself going to a new person. When we all know in the spiritual community that it doesn't matter if you go to an old person or a new person. It's about the spirit, and the spirit could jump, right? Ain't that what y'all say and what y'all talk about? Okay, it happens like that in love too. It happens like that in love too, sweetie. Okay, so when people be like, oh, I'm never going back to my ex, I'm never going back to my ex, well, if you don't take the time out to heal, your new person is just going to have the spirit of your ex. And that's how you know if you actually really healed or not or whatever, because like you're going to have to go through those tests regardless. You might run into somebody who still has the spirit of your ex or whatever, and that's your test. Little do you know, you're not even supposed to be with that person, but that person is so familiar or whatever the case may be, you feel as though like you could do your big one. But you were supposed to deny that person because the next person is actually your person. You feel me? Or you might get somebody who acts just like your person, but like they don't have the shallow part. They don't have the criticizing part. Are you going to run now? Because this was everything that you asked for. You know what I mean? I will come back towards you when the time is right. I'm also getting like this past person could want to like try to come back around. I'm getting like the energy where it's like that. Like this could be that type of person or whatever where y'all could like 10-10. Y'all could like get into it, or this person could treat you like shit or do you wrong, and then like they turn around or whatever the case may be, and then like they go cold or whatever, because that gives you time to sit and to think and to uh feel whatever you feel. Some women go on the whole, I'm never fucking with you again. And as soon as that nigga hit your line, you back kikiing with that nigga. You know what I mean? Like it is that type of like energy that I'm getting. And I'm also getting, when you're dealing with new people, be mindful. Check for the red flags. Look for the red flags. Whatever you missed in your previous relationship, don't let that be a what's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna say disclosure. But make that a deal breaker, basically. Make that a deal breaker in your new relationship. You know, so you're not accepting it like how you was accepting it in the past. Yeah, reflection. You just need to reflect. Okay, a lot of reflection. Okay, I'm telling y'all, I know like sometimes people be thinking I'm like joking and shit like that, but I'm dead ass serious. Like, go in your notepad, in your phone, title that shit, the name of the person you done fucking with, or your ex, or whatever the case may be, and go bullet point and write all the cons. Fuck the pros. If you're trying to move on for somebody, write all the fucking cons down, bro. And read that shit every day. And remind yourself, or whenever you feel like you want to go back to this person, or whenever this person comes back around and they start laying love bombing you, basically, and like being all nice, trying to get back in your good graces and everything else like that, just to turn back around and criticize you and backstab you again, be shallow. Because this person ain't changed and they still the same motherfucker. But you can have a kind heart. You could be an open person. You could be somebody like me. You know, you might give somebody chance after chance after chance until you finally like, okay, I'm done. And then once you're done, you're done. You know what I mean? Ain't no shame in that. I don't care. People would try to shame you, try to make you feel like you bad, whatever the case may be. We all don't grieve the same. We all don't cope the same. We all don't learn lessons the same. We all don't go through things the same. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. Some people could cut a motherfucker off real fast. The next motherfucker probably can. And that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, who are you to judge? Maybe I need to learn a lesson another time. And maybe you got it the first time. Good for you. You know what I mean? But there could be something else in your life that I got the first time that you didn't. Good for me. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's just how life is. This is how life goes. It's like when we was all in high school and we had to take those proficiency tests. I'm showing my age now. Or whatever the case may be. Like, some people passed them motherfuckers for flying colors. You know, they knew they was walking in graduation. There was other people who had struggles. And that's just really what it is. I was one of those people where when it came to the writing, I struggled. And writing is my favorite subject. Writing is my favorite thing to do. I love writing, but I'll go on tangents in my essays. And like, I would get, you had to have a 7. I would keep getting 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. And it just is what it is. I had to learn my lesson and actually sit down and stay like on topic. Very similar to what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of going on a tangent, but it's like on topic. I wasn't saying topic. But like, it builds confidence by exploring what, you know, like you value in you. Or sometimes you need to like explore what other people like value in you, okay, through dating and social interactions and stuff. The same things that this person was criticizing you about might be something that another person loves. That's why they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? And you don't have to stay and deal with somebody that's backstabbing you, causing you endings, going cold, criticizing you, being shallow, or whatever the case may be, but still expect you to show up in a soft feminine energy. How? All right. You hear me? Any advice? What's the advice for this person? Air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What's the advice? This is for air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got vulnerable. You can't experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. Okay? So I'm getting like you need to learn how to just be vulnerable. Just be yourself. Just be who you are. Okay? Don't worry about like the shallow expectations that this past person put on you. We don't care. You don't care. Stop caring about what this past person said, what this past person thought, what this past person thinks. We don't care. We don't care about this past person. I don't care if this is a past friend, if this is a past lover, if this is a relative, whoever it is that you felt as though was constantly causing you endings, or was constantly putting you down, constantly backstabbing you, constantly making you feel as though like you're not good enough, constantly trying to be shallow, having these shallow expectations and stuff like that on people, okay? Criticize. That's just like when spirituality became mainstream and everybody felt like they had to fucking dress like hippies and shit like that to be appeared as fucking spiritual or whatever. And you could have felt as though like you could have been the spiritualist one, but you still dress how you dress. And then people was criticizing you for that or whatever, going cold on you, acting like you didn't know what you was talking about, acting like you don't know spirituality, acting very shallow towards you or whatever the case may be. And you had to learn how to build your confidence back up. You had to learn how to be more vulnerable, be yourself, open up your heart and everything else like that. And that's fine. Don't let nobody tear you down in the simple fact to where you feel as though like you're not good enough. Been there, still there, still working on it. You know what I mean? So look, I could understand if you're this person or if you experience something like this and you know, just be yourself. Fuck it. Some people gonna like it, some people not gonna like it. Honestly, sometimes you'll be more shocked as like how many people do like the one things like another person is criticizing about you. You know, I get people that criticize shit about me all the time. And then I interact somebody and they don't. I had a friend one time or whatever. I was just like, how do you know like you're confident? Or like, how do you know like you feel good? Or how do you know you that nigga or whatever the case may be? He's like, all I need is 3 people to tell me. If 3 people tell me, it's a wrap. That's just what it is. It is what it is. Or whatever. And I was just like, oh, okay. Or whatever. He was just like, so if I get ready and everything like that, I feel like my hair look good. And I go out and 3 people tell me, you know, your hair look good, your hair look nice, or I get compliment on my hair. Like, you can't tell me shit. That's what it is. I don't give a fuck about what anybody else said. 3 people confirmed it. I got 3 confirmations. Something could be significant about the number 3. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Air signs, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.